trying to run with a headline. Tom Homan gets $50K.
We are getting a window into how a new generation of Republican activists talk when they think no one's listening, and it's really ugly. Politico obtained more than 7 months of Telegram chat messages between about a dozen young Republican leaders in New York, Kansas, Arizona, and Vermont. Now, MSNBC has not independently reviewed those messages, but what Politico published today shows the conservatives openly praising Adolf Hitler, making celebratory jokes about gas chambers and slavery and rape.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whatchamacallit. That's the Groyper base right there. The I love Hitler, the numbers for the Holocaust were wrong. I mean, these guys are wild. These are the wild ones of our party. I mean, hey, look, man, y'all got Jasmine Crockett and AOC, and we got the Groypers. I mean, hey, man, we got our radicals too, but at least we call ours out, though. We call ours out.
For example, when the chair of Arizona Young Republicans asked if the New Yorkers in the chat were watching an NBA playoff game, New York State Republican Chair Peter Junta responded, "I'd go to the zoo if I wanted to watch monkeys play ball."
Woo! Man, he said when Chair of Young Republicans asked if the New Yorkers in the chat were watching the NBA playoffs, damn, he said, "I don't know." Like, dang, what are they, Paul Miller?
We should note that when Politico asked for comment, the Arizona Young Republican chair declined. Junta claimed the release of the chat as part of, quote, highly coordinated year-long character assassination led by an opponent, I think a kind of internecine opponent, a fellow conservative. Out of 28,000 messages obtained, Politico identified 251 bigoted epithets in the chat. There were many more outrageous examples of racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, homophobia than we could or would want to repeat here. Here's the thing.
Drop the whole thing.
Kids here. The age limit of the group was 40. Many chat members work inside government or party politics. One's a state senator. Another works in Trump's Small Business Administration. Politico reports that since they began making inquiries, at least 4 members of the chat have lost their jobs.
Hold on, I'm going to go see if I can find the full messages here since they want to be babies and be like, I don't want to repeat it. Like, bruh, come on, drop the messages. I mean, they said I love Hitler and all this racist stuff, and I'm not doubting. I'm pretty sure they did. Like, bro, if you don't think we know that there are racists on our sides, and you're stupid. I mean, like, come on now. It's like the KKK is a Christian conservative thing. I mean, but we don't really align with them, but they are right-leaning. It is what it is. I mean, y'all got the radical left out there who, if you don't agree with them, they'll start calling you the N-word and start making racial remarks towards you. It is what it is. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, actually, I been knew that we had racists. I mean, we got Nick Fuentes. You didn't think we know this already? So it is what it is. But if you want to sit here and say all Republicans think like this, then okay, then can I sit here and say that all liberals think that, let's say this, all liberals think the same thing as these young Republicans as soon as we disagree with you guys. I mean, y'all start calling us what? N-words, blackies, uneducated. I mean, y'all do the same thing. So it is kind of funny how y'all sit here and, you know, try to hold that moral high ground when y'all will literally do the same thing. Like, have y'all not made racist remark towards me already in this chat? That I know some of you Dems probably ignored because, oh, well, he's a MAGA, he's a black MAGA guy, so he deserves the racism. But oh, now y'all guys want to condemn it when you see Republicans do it, but you don't say nothing when you see your own do it. I mean, who are y'all even bring this up?
Jobs or had job offers rescinded. Now, this kind of virulent hatred on display here has become quite familiar in Trump's very online Republican Party. I mean, all you have to do is find it. To find it is open a website called x.com, right? You can see it everywhere.
I mean, yeah, go to X. I mean, go to Blue Sky and look what they say about black MAGA supporters. I mean, you want to talk about racist, bro? Like, you really want to talk about racist when we come to black MAGA supporters, dog? I mean, that gets pretty damn racist. So let's not sit here and pretend like y'all are just perfect and y'all don't say nothing crazy, because I've always said we have racists on our side. But the problem with the liberals and what's so dishonest about them is they act like their side is just perfect, which is not. I mean, y'all got plenty of racists on y'all side. They show themselves every day here in the chat just for me supporting Trump. They're ready to throw the N-word around. And y'all telling me y'all will sit there, read that, ignore it, but then come bring, and I'm not talking about you, Lucid Dream. I'm not getting mad at you for bringing this up, but I'm actually mad at the Dems or left-leaning media because I'm like, okay, cool, do the same thing for your side. Go ahead and make a story about how the Dems talk to black MAGA supporters or black conservatives and what they call them, because they call them monkeys, they call them niggers, they call them all the things in the world that the young Republicans say, or these young Republicans are dropping. So I don't want to hear it, because I hear it on both sides, and I don't want to hear any side condemning either or. I don't, because trust me, I know Republicans can be racist. I know Dems can be racist, but I also know that those are the far extremes of our parties. And if you want to sit here and paint the far extreme of our party as all of us, well, then you can't be mad when we do it to your back. And we want to sit there and say, oh, you guys want to mutilate kids. All you are LGBTQ. All of you want to sacrifice your children for self-pleasure. It's like, is that really fair for me to do? No, it's not.
That one's run by Donald Trump's biggest political donor. Or you can see Trump administration officials and official U.S. government accounts on social media exulting in sadistic edgelord cruelty and celebrating hatred and prejudice. But now it's also becoming clear that the people who are running the Republican Party at the ground level are just immersed in this cesspit of bigotry. And also, it's not just, abstract. They're acting on it. I mean, this is...
No, I ain't gonna lie, though. This is wrong, though. This is wrong. And lucid dream again, bro. I'm not snapping on you, though. I'm not snapping on you. I'm actually snapping on this guy here, because I'm just like, bro, are you serious? So you're not going to bring up when y'all get racist? Do I need to do it? Because I think that's just petty. I think it's petty. But I ain't gonna lie, though. Now, I do condemn these guys, but there are these guys in our party, and yeah, nobody really listens to them. Well, because the racism kind of just spews out of them. Like, you can tell who the racists are in the Republicans. Like, they'll let you know, like, every single time.
Staff level during the Republican administration that has been waging a full-scale war on civil rights law from the first day in office. Jelani Cobb is a staff writer at The New Yorker, dean of the Columbia University School of Journalism, author of a new book out today, 3 or More is a Riot, Notes on How We Got Here, a collection of excellent essays. And he joins me now. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Well, I would say we got here through, well, honestly, shaming white people too much, letting black people get away with too much, upholding black people to a higher standard than white people, damn near making them seem like they can do no wrong. Some of the white youth got pretty upset about that, and they turned, well, they had a hateful nature now towards black people. I mean, I was listening to this one racist, Paul Miller, right? And he's on the right side of us. He's on our side. He's one of us. And he's a complete racist. But when you hear his story, it was because of, well, BLM attacking his parents, him getting jailed for defending himself against BLM. So, and this is the thing, a lot of these racists, that's kind of their story. So it comes from a point of pain, which is one of the reasons why I kind of disregard it. But I'd also tell people, don't listen to them, because they're not really speaking to black people's real nature. They're speaking to, one, what they've seen themselves and what they believe to be black people's true nature, because, well, they've been hurt by black people. And, well, when you're hurt by a group of people, you're going to hate them. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying that, oh, well, just because a black person does something bad to you, you're not allowed to all of a sudden hate black people. Black people do it all the time to white people, like all the time. It is what it is. I guess it's something that you kind of got to grow out of after a certain time, but in the moment, you tend to get pretty hateful towards a certain group of people who you felt done you wrong or have done nothing but wrong towards you. So, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, I can't pretend like I haven't shared that opinion myself when I was younger. So, I don't know. Who am I to judge? But all right, let's get over to the right side of media.
Biden said, "Watch me," and we watched him fall asleep. Now we're watching Trump, the man that never sleeps. I'm just tired looking at his schedule. In the last day, the president flew 14 hours to Israel, hugged hostage families, and delivered a speech to their parliament. Then flew to Egypt, met with the president, spoke to the press, signed a peace deal, gave another speech, met with more world leaders, and then flew back home at the crack of dawn. He touched down at 2:30 in the morning. Instead of going to bed, blew up a Coke boat, then welcomed the president of Argentina at 1, and then got invited to go on another trip.
I'm just a little busy.
Damn.
I'd love to go to Argentina. I'd like to be like Biden. I'd like to go to the beach.
Oh, and shout out Dr. Luke the Gold. He says, "Set the internet is extreme and social media fixates on diverse." Yeah, I'm rude on the diversive word. But divisive controversy. People are moved to act out of their empathy with anger. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is so true. I mean, it's crazy though. It is crazy. But I will admit though, some people, they get wrong, then they just don't go back. But some of these young Republicans guys, screw these guys. Screw them. Because let's be real. I mean, we don't really care about, I personally don't care about what those guys think because our work is to replace those guys. But hey, I'm actually glad they exposed themselves because now we can replace so we can kind of gut out the extremists in our party because these guys are closeted. I mean, they don't say this stuff out loud. I wish they would so we can figure out who they are and be like, yeah, congratulations, you're gone. It's like now nobody's ever going to take you serious in our party. Just like nobody really takes the gropers serious in our party. I mean, like Nick Fuentes, I'm not going to pretend like this man does have some good ideas policy wise, but when it comes to race, it is a bit extreme. Something I just can't get down with. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. But all right. So shout out to my man Hellbag. Like, at least the Groypers aren't shooting anyone. That's true. And shout out to my man Jet. He says Dems dragging they feet on Jay Jones. Don't forget. Oh yeah. Yes, the guy that pretty much said he would off his opponent's wife and children. Actually, he said he would love, this man said, I would love to see his kids die in his hands. I was like, okay, bro. Like, what did this man do to you? I mean, like, bro, this just can't be because he's running against you. I feel like that man had like a deeper hatred. Like, bro, did they go to high school together? Because how can you just sit there with no prior beef with this man just running against you and say, you know what? I hope I could see that man's children die in his arms. I'm like, dog, it's like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, they are dragging their feet on that. And let's be real, people, they condemned it, but they're still standing behind the guy. And I mean, that just shows that with the Dems, I mean, real, that's not all of you guys, but that shows the extreme of you guys are right there. So I'd like to say this. Cool, you guys can call out our radicals and we'll condemn them. I condemn those Arizona young Republicans. Fuck those guys. Great, we can all agree on that. But do you condemn that Jay guy or that attorney general? Because what was his name again? Oh, yeah, Jay Jones. You guys condemn Jay Jones and what he said about that Republican, that his Republican opponent and his wife and children. Do you guys condemn that? Because I hope you do. Because if you don't, because that's pretty damn wild. Because it is crazy how some, prominent politicians came out and said, we condemn them, but we're still standing behind them. That's crazy.
My body is a little bit larger than his. I'm not sure it would be appreciated on the beach, but I'm not going to take a chance. You won't see me in a bathing suit. You won't see in a bathing suit sitting on a beach in Argentina, falling down.
All I'm going to say is, Dems, you can't get mad at young Republicans saying the N-word and talking about crazy about black people when y'all do the same thing about black people y'all disagree with. Like, all a black person got to do is disagree with you and you're off to calling them the N-word and all that crazy stuff and talking and making racist jokes. So what's so different between you and these young Republicans? Like, what's the difference? Because I don't know. Because if you disagree with some of these guys too, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. What's so great about those guys on the right? I mean, they don't even like bull BS you. They will let you know straight up, I don't like N-words. You N-words are a stain on the earth in America and all this wild stuff. Like, trust me, I know they're talking points. And then on the left, it's like, dog, y'all try to hide it. It'd be like, look, man, I think you're an N-word. I think you're, they probably hate us more than the right racists do. But I'm going to play in your face because I want your vote. I mean, look, I'd rather somebody be straight up with me than, play in my face. I'm going to be real with you. I'd rather you be a straight up racist than play in my face like you on my side.
Being able to lift a 3-ounce chair.
Argentina's president this time.
Oh, and shout out to my man Vladimir. What's diabolical is the inclusive party loves to hate. And ain't that the truth?
Didn't bring a chainsaw, but he didn't come empty-handed. He gave Trump a framed Nobel nomination.
For next year.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
And when he did this letter, Mr. President, your settlement in the Middle East wasn't done. So we have to do a new letter
Let's do that.
to include that, because this is a very important.
You'll have to add one extra sentence.
Exactly.
Trump, too, was in a giving mood. Zelensky's coming to town Friday, and Christmas might come early.
I know what he has to say. He wants weapons. He would like to have tomahawks. Everyone else wants tomahawks. And we have a lot of tomahawks. Tomahawk is a... Do you need any tomahawks in Argentina?
You get a tomahawk. You get a tomahawk. Everyone gets tomahawks. Well, not you, ABC.
Your ABC fake news.
Mr. President,
First of all,
I don't
congratulations.
take questions from ABC fake news. After what you did with Stephanopoulos to the Vice President of the United States, I don't take questions from ABC fake news.
The world's heaping praise on 47 over the last 24 hours, but there's another man who deserves some credit. Charlie Kirk. If it wasn't for Charlie, Trump might not have made it back to the White House, and the world wouldn't be celebrating Mideast peace. And today was Charlie's 32nd birthday. Trump made sure he made it back for the party.
I raced back halfway around the globe. I was going to call Erica and say, Erica, could you maybe move it to Friday? And I didn't have the courage to call. But you know why I didn't call? Because I heard today was Charlie's birthday. And I said, you know, that was a definite. And I said, we're going to have to forget about some of those very big, very rich countries that expected me to be there.
Charlie's closest friends and family gathered at the White House to celebrate his life. Most of the cabinet and high-ranking politicians were in attendance because Charlie helped them get there. Charlie's biggest supporters in conservative media showed up, and I was lucky enough to be there with Emma. And you could feel God watching over us.
To the glory of our Savior, with whom he now rests in heaven, and he's going to make heaven. I said, I'm not sure I can make it, but he's going to make it. He's there. He's looking down on us right now. It's so incredible. Look at this, how this turned out. This was supposed to be so dark and cloudy. Not dark and cloudy, is it? Look at that, how beautiful that is.
Trump awarded Charlie America's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The medal was originally established by President Truman in 1945.
He was assassinated in the prime of his life for boldly speaking the truth, for living his faith and relentlessly fighting for a better and stronger America. He loved this country. And that's why this afternoon it's my privilege to posthumously award Charles James Kirk our nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Thank you.
His widow, Erica, accepted the medal and said Charlie couldn't have gotten a better birthday gift.
I have spent 7.5 years trying to find the perfect birthday gift for Charlie. And it's so difficult. And those of you that have spouses or loved ones, you know how difficult it is sometimes to buy a gift for someone that you love, because he wasn't a materialistic man, so that also did not help. But now I can say with confidence, Mr. President, that you have given him the best birthday gift he could ever have.
But maybe an even better gift came from Charlie's daughter.
She said, "Happy birthday, Daddy. I want to give you a stuffed animal." I want you to eat a cupcake with ice cream, and I want you to go have a birthday surprise. I love you, is what she said.
At that moment, many in the audience began to cry.
Yeah.
And then Erica said Charlie's son, who isn't able to even talk yet, gave Charlie another gift. He became the man of the house by becoming potty trained at 16 months. That puts Jesse Jr. to shame.
Oh, he just had a son?
Trump says Charlie's greatest gift, though, was his wife, Erica.
And he said,
Yeah, that hurts.
"You won't believe how beautiful she is." I said, well, then now that I meet her, he's right. But then he also said, and you know what? She's like the smartest person I know. He was deeply in love with you. It's great. Erica, your love and courage have been an inspiration to all of us, and we will always be here for you, and we're always going to be here for your gorgeous, beautiful children. And we'll never forget what your family has sacrificed for our country.
Charlie Kirk died for free speech and was wearing a shirt that said freedom when an assassin's bullet ripped through his body. Erica noted that freedom is what drove the colonists to create our founding documents, and freedom should be Charlie's legacy.
His name, Charles, literally means free man. And that's exactly who my husband was. He was a free man. His story reminds us all that to live free is the greatest gift. but to die free is the greatest victory.
President Trump mentioned that, like Socrates, St. Peter, Lincoln, and MLK, Charlie was a martyr for truth and freedom and gave his life for America and for Jesus Christ. Charlie lost his life, but he's helped save thousands of lives by fighting to put America first and putting Trump back in the White House. The Iranian nuclear program has been obliterated, and the hostages are home. And peace on earth is not out of reach. Charlie, in a way, was a prophet and saw Donald Trump would be the right leader to restore this great American republic and spread love throughout the Holy Land. The Jews and Arabs can't agree on anything, but they both agreed that they trusted Donald Trump.
You ain't lying about
I think
that.
today what I've been mostly struck
I mean, yeah, well, the Jews trust Donald Trump to play in their best interests, and the Arabs, well, I'm gonna be real with you. They trust Donald Trump to blow shit up if they don't cooperate. So, you know, hey, I mean, that's how we like it here, okay? That's how we like it. I mean, that's how we kind of want it. So, shout out. And, you know, the only reason why the Arab countries are on board is, one, because Trump will blow up Hamas. And then, two, Trump is also offering, look, I won't blow up Hamas, and I'll also try to work with the Palestinians to get them towards a self-governing and self-policing state. I mean, who doesn't want that? It's kind of been what we've been trying to get this for a while now. Damn near since it started. Damn near since this conflict started. That's what we've been working towards.
is Donald Trump's sheer force of personality. There are not many men, not many leaders who can walk.
And shout out Golf Nut, he said for Charlie. Nah, shout out though. Shout out to Charlie. Actually, let me see if I can find one of my
into the Knesset in Israel to such rapturous applause, such a warm welcome, and then less than an hour later appear in a room of world leaders, Arab and Muslim leaders, and have the same kind of warm welcome. It really is his force of nature which has managed to make this happen.
A few months ago, the media was saying this was impossible.
He just wants Gaza empty.
Well,
happening.
I think it's the same idea of what we were talking about with Ukraine, is that he didn't understand why it wasn't being done before he was there. Then he got into office and realized, wow, this is really, really hard. No, and now he's turned his attention elsewhere.
It's not black and white.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Ye of little faith. Why would the media be wrong about everything and suddenly be right? Trump has experienced political redemption, and now some members of the press are starting to repent.
I didn't think it was going to happen.
Go ahead and give it to my man.
Bravo to America. Bravo to the Trump administration.
Yeah, that's all I like to see, man. Go.
Bravo to President Trump.
Even notorious non-believers are experiencing a spiritual awakening.
Credit where credit is due. Donald Trump did something good. It's kind of surprising to see him do something good.
What a day for Donald Trump. You know what? He finally did something positive today, and I want to give him credit for it because I know he's not the type to take
Why y'all so grimy? It's like it's grimy because like he finally did something positive. I'm like, come on. You tell me this man ain't done. I mean, closing the border was a pretty positive thing. Don't you agree?
Biden swallowing his pride and saying congrats to Trump. So did Kamala. So did the Clintons. But Obama won't do it.
Oh, the hating is
he's
too
realizing slowly he's not the Messiah, and the words just won't come out. Barry can take his time, but there's no denying the success. Just ask Donald Trump's latest dinner guest.
Have the humility to give it up for enormous success on any level.
I agree.
Trump, not my choice.
I'm done. He said that they did Trump dirty with that photo on Time cover. I mean, I don't know. It's not that bad, but hey, I don't know. Hey, man, Vlad said, look, man, I looked at that Time cover and I'm just like, they did him dirty, said. He's like, I don't even know why he did it.
Didn't vote for him, but
a lot of people did.
And he's
undeniable.
I can't deny the success.
I can't either.
Thank you.
At this moment in time, Trump has enormous international political capital. He has the Arab world in his corner. The memories of Operation Midnight Hammer are still fresh. NATO's fully funded and about to turn up the heat on Russia. Zelensky's in town later this week, and Putin's under pressure. The Monroe Doctrine's back. We call it the Dunroe Doctrine. And he's cut trade deals on the Pacific Rim with our allies, encircling the Chinese. Trump's meeting Xi Jinping soon in South Korea, and both sides are exchanging heavy blows over trade. The president.
Yeah, and you know, the funny thing is, though, the rejection for Trump getting this in is like the hatred that the Dems kind of have right now is hilarious because it's over 9,000 for some strange reason. Like, come on now, like bring it down just a little bit.
Has to finesse the power struggle so China saves face and the American economy remains dominant, and it will always.
And shout out to my man Vladstein. Okay, yep, my bad. Here it is. Shout out to my man Chris. He says, having a conversation got Charlie killed. Why do liberals use violence when they can't use facts? They also think criticism equals racism. Very shameful. Yeah, which do piss me off because it kind of keeps, and I'm gonna be real with you, Chris, it keeps my community, and probably some other communities as well, but let's just use my community as an example. Because it is racist to criticize my community never sees anything wrong with what they're doing. They're like spoiled ass kids. It's like your kid break the glass and you're trying to punish them, but I don't know, the parent comes in and be like, no, they didn't do anything wrong, it was an accident. And this is done throughout like their entire life. So every time we every time we do something wrong and people want to criticize, is deemed as racist, and that kind of keeps our community really from honestly growing. It kind of stunts our growth as a community, and it stunts our mindset, and it leads to a very victimhood mentality, which has no accountability for anything that we do. It's sad, but it's real.
As we embrace freedom, Putin's a nuisance, but he can be neutralized with a little help from the Chinese. The American decline is over. With Charlie's spirit still alive, the United States can win the 21st century. Erica said freedom without God is chaos, and urged those in attendance today to not live in fear. Being a free American, brave and unafraid, with faith in God, is the recipe for success.
In Charlie's honor, we will continue like.
Link, what would you blame it on? And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just asking, like, quite honestly, what would you blame it on? Because we can blame it on culture, we can blame it on low income, but then low income, you being low income kind of leads to how your culture is set up in a way. Like it kind of goes hand in hand, even if you don't want to admit it. Let's be real. The culture of a black family, not all the time does it produce the highest achiever, but cultures in Indian families, Asian families, white families.